All right. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Sunderland Football Manager 2021 Road to Glory series. Thanks for the response on the last video yesterday. A lot of comments going through for our, new season, all our transfers and that. A little bit more to go through in terms of that in this episode, not as much, of course, but an important thing is the Champions League group stage draw. Of course, we're seeded first, coming off as Premier League champions, so we're going to get right into this. And that's going to be the positive. That's the positive of finishing first in the league. I just feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just the name. You just see Sunderland and you see all these other bigger team names, most of them anyway. Like there's Sporting there and Arsenal. So let's get into it. Real Madrid, Arsenal. Which group are we going to be given? So this kind of not eliminates or lowers the chance of it being a group of death. Especially you look at the clubs here, the English clubs, they're probably the best of the second seeds. And there's Atletico, maybe a couple others. But yeah, I think we're positioned really, really well. And we're going to know, like we're last, like the last group here. So let's see. I'm not sure who I would prefer. Okay, Porto gets taken, Man City. It's not going to be an easy team, and Lazio, it's either going to be Atletico or Dortmund. It's going to be Dortmund we'll take, so that's still a tough opponent, don't get me wrong. They're not an easy, we'll have to see how they are this time in the save, though. And out of the next ones, I just think we're positioned really well. We'll see, we'll go through the rest here. Like, whoever's going to be our opponent, Gladbach or Fenerbahce, we're going to get Fenerbahce there, which I probably prefer. Just think a Turkish side is probably not going to be as strong. And I think we're going to be in a really good position to advance. That's why I'm going through this probably a bit more quicker. There's not as, who are going to get? Celtic? No, we don't. We get a more trickier name to pronounce. It's like Midtjylland or something like that. Like you've heard their name before in the Champions League or Europa League. Group stage drawn. Like it doesn't mention it being a tough group or something like that. That's the positive, man. Final venue. Thank you, Sports Interactive. It's like they heard me. The final is going to be London Stadium. It's going to be in England. And West Ham are not going to make the Champions League final. They're not even in the Champions League. Is this our year? Is this our year to get it? Obviously, you still have to get through a lot of teams in the knockout stages, so that's just if you make it to the final, it could slightly be in our favour, but it's not like it's our home. So maybe slightly, not as much as Real Madrid were, though. I still say that with frustration. And you see Conceição, put him into the under-23s, he still hasn't made his decision. And that's quite a while now. I think he's been waiting because there's a lot of teams interested, but I'm rejecting all these other offers. So, I put him in the under-23s, happiness, I've gone over, put him surplus to requirements to kind of just push him into that deal now, for him to realize he's got to accept that his mentality, I'm not sure if you can see much of that. His negatives is only considering his options, so nothing insane. But something I have to update you on. As big as the last episode was, we still missed out. The leadership course, that was for, it's for the guy we signed, and he was, backed up by you guys. So we went to improve the training facilities or the process of that improving anyway, and the youth recruitment. That's like a snap decision that doesn't need to be, installed, like the training facilities. So now our facilities, in terms of youth recruitment, is exceptional. We've got an exceptional youth academy with a good academy coaching, which is not bad. Maybe look to improve that next. Superb youth, superb training, so good corporate, but the corporate facility is not as much for the players, I'd say. But we're good. We're good with that. I asked the board again if we can increase build on the stadium. Unfortunately, they're not really backing that up. So I just went, okay, let's improve the facilities then. So if we do hop on into the most recent transfers, you knew about Joe de Jong. So Salisu did eventually go to Barca for 51 million. So that, as I mentioned, it wasn't all 51 million up front. We've got these installments to come in as well there because, we didn't get the 51 up front. So that's over the next couple of years, but they're minimal. Like I said, we were getting majority of it right away. Of course, I didn't really mention it, but the newly promoted teams, you got Norwich there, Blackburn, and who else? Yeah, Watford. Watford as well. So Watford started not too bad. Norwich and Blackburn. I was going to say Norwich, yeah, they were the best team, but like they only were 1 point more than Blackburn. So yeah, into Newcastle, they just missed out. But yeah, let's revert. Jack Grealish, he ended up going through. So yeah, Conceição, like he's waiting. He's waiting for another move maybe, or another offer more specifically, but the offers aren't as good, so we just reject them. And Igor Danilovic, 13.25 million, and he's already had game time. Like he's already got games. So, like, I'll show you his profile on that. He looks incredible. Like he's our best centre back now. 20. I didn't want to commit too much to saying it, like, but he actually is. Like I wanted to wait till he joined and all that, and we've had respectable centre back. I guess Salisu's gone now, but he's really good. But to show you, we've continued off pretty well. You can see our Premier League games. Kick things off. So against Watford, Dali Ali scoring, Kladrubski, Blackburn with the 1-0 there, just Johnny Brennan scoring. Johnny Brennan, you know, I don't say that with surprise at all. And Southampton, Kladrubski and Jake Scott scoring a goal early in his Sunderland loan career anyway. He's probably never going to be our player unless in a couple seasons Liverpool don't give him a go and he wants to leave. It'll be that kind of situation. And if you actually saw there, Johnny Brennan missed a penalty. You're like, that doesn't happen. What? To kick off the new Premier League season, right? That's what happened. But yeah, luckily Dali Ali and Kladrubski were on target. And just to make you aware about our overall balance, we got a bit extra for like competing in the Champions League. You know that message you get? When you just, for competing in the Champions League, like the group stage. So we got a little bit extra. So when Conceição sells, as I said, we'll be comfortable, well, with a bit of breathing space over that 200 million. That's a pretty solid position to be in. Remember when we had 2 million? Oh, and Jurgen Klopp. We'll talk about Liverpool a little bit, but yeah, this is my tip and my suggestion. I don't feed into this. I just like to go focus on, I don't feed into that side of it, the mind games, because that I just go neutral. I don't let Football Manager think. Like I don't want to let Football Manager think he's getting in my head just because of an option I click there, which he wouldn't be, even if I said something positive, but that would give that a chance. And guys, Tomasevic, I tell you what, we've got a centre-half partnership. He isn't quite the same ability right now as Danilovic, but yeah, how about them? That's an exciting future. He's not far off. He's getting there. Ooh, United as well. Everton, it was a late, equaliser. So well done, Everton. We want all these other clubs to drop points where they can. And Liverpool actually have lost all their 3 games so far. What has happened? That's a tough start to the season. Like, I'd be probably a bit frustrated at that. Chelsea, Tottenham, Man City, and then the world-beating, maybe not world-beating, but just the ever so tough Sunderland. Yeah. That's a tough start to the season, but you think Liverpool would be getting a result in first 4 league games? Surely. And they got Real Madrid in their Champions League group. So, yeah, a bit tough. They did sign Nicolo Zaniolo. Guys, I was close to signing him, but I feel like he could be in trouble a lot. He's fairly susceptible to injuries and has got a competitive streak with high aggression. So that's tricky. I really like him as a player. Like his attributes, I think he looks really great, but he's prone to getting injuries. What if we go to the injuries? Yeah, this is too many. He gets too many knocks. If you go from 2025, they're not long-term injuries, but yeah, that would be a little bit frustrating. If you look for the whole save, that's quite a bit. He had one where he was injured for 2 months, so you got to be wary of that. Earlier in 2020, 8 months, 6 months. So yeah, keep that in mind. He's coming off big injuries. And of course, the big thing is Salah's wage. He's on 240k, but I think that it kind of evens itself out if you think you sign Salah for 11.5 million, even though he is aging. Like the amount of fee that's gone into him, it's a lot. And yeah, hopefully he has the output, which I think he should have anyway. So he is back in. We're going to give him some game time, maybe a bit less than recommended. It's 75 recommended. So FM, you're recommending him to play 75 maximum. He shouldn't get injured just as long as, he doesn't go over that. We give him 60, get back his sharpness against his old team. Yeah, we should be good. And of course, we all have rotation systems. So Bornau comes out now. Let me know. Bornau, he's actually been all right. He hasn't been bad at all. Just take a look. Show you his performances. Look at his ratings. Had a 6.9 against Southampton, but the others, I've been happy with what he's done. So Grealish comes in. We're going to use him as an inverted winger. He's got like 3.5 star. That's his best rating. Inside forward. Maybe you want him on attack. But I'm just trying to see. I don't think he's, like, how I touched on Grealish, like how he plays in real life. I still think he's going to be a good player for us, but he may not play exactly like that, like winning a lot of fouls or something. Hey, surprise me, but I haven't felt that early. Just to show you guys, some of the players in their early games, he hasn't done a lot. He got 1 assist there. You would say he hasn't really broke through. He needs a few games, to really get settled. So Sergio Gomez is going to come in for Vranks. See, that's what I mean. We got a really strong team. Dele Alli, Kladrubski, maybe Dele Alli, Kladrubski on the bench. He's a younger player. He's wanted by Man United. So we got Hlozek, Kladrubski, Brooks on the bench. See, I feel we've got stronger firepower on the bench. See, Anguissa's not even making the team now. We've got Maldonado there because he covers as a centre half. And I tried to sell Anguissa, but it just didn't happen, because his wage. So, it's going to be really hard for any time to sell him if that's other teams' complaints. He's on 120k and to 2028, couple more seasons. What would you guys do if you're in this situation? You offer him out and no one coming because he's on too much of a wage. Just maybe list him for a loan and see if anything comes. But I thought for the time being, for our squad for this season, still keep him, of course. You might as well, instead of just loaning him out, I think for a loan, team's not going to pay all of his wages, if that's an issue right now. So with all of that, I'm going to keep our attacking play, not going to go to the counter. Come on, let's see how we go. So a bit of introduction in this episode, a bit more build up, not exactly in the pre-season, but still stuff going off of that, seeing the Champions League group stage draw, of course, and then what is going to happen, with some transfers and that. So Zaniolo, tackle him hard. They've still got a good team. There's good players there. And it's a big occasion because Mo Salah versus Liverpool. Mo Salah v Liverpool. How's this going to play out? Expect nothing but a win from this match? That's huge. I want to do it for the fans. The pump fits. Give the fans their money worth. Didn't really get too much of a reaction, but this is a Liverpool team. There's both sides of it. They're on poor form, but they're due a win as well. So it's a tricky one in terms of the probabilities. But didn't I mention that? A familiar Premier League, attacking midfield line there with Grealish, Dele Alli, and then, of course, on that right side, the main man himself, Mo Salah. So let's get it. How about, the shirt sales and that? I want to keep an eye out for that. I'll tell you what. So let's just skip. I'm really interested to see how this game goes, and you guys get a look at Danilovic. We give him number 14. We've got a lot of first-team players, so I think in the future he could have a first-team number, if you could say that. And Johnny Brennan scores another goal. Johnny, mate, I'm not even excited when you score against Liverpool anymore because he just scores so often. Salah, look, he got an assist. He assisted there. See, that's why we put him to take the set pieces now. Ahead of Sergio Gomez, but I did touch on, would like to see Sergio Gomez get more assists in open play now. That opportunity, because Salah, it's like he's the one I know what's going to come. So now Aaron Martin, look at him. Gomez. Ooh, is this chance still alive? Well, it is, but I'm wondering Sergio Gomez. See, he might lift. He might no, okay, I'm not going to be. Well, that's not the reason he scored there, but he will just feel like, I don't know, I'm trying to find a reason why he scored a goal. Can't I just say because he's a great player? Maybe that's why. And actually, a new contract we offered him got rid of a release clause he had in his contract. Did any of us know that he had a release clause? Maybe, but it was so long. Because we signed him so long ago. Like, seriously. I tell you what, like, I'm not going to remember when we signed him for a free on the championship, in the championship, and all the specific details. Maybe a good manager would be aware of that and wanted to get rid of... It was like 53 million anyway. If we got a random offer for 53 million, do you think it would have been worth it? As good as he's been? Didn't happen anyway, so it's not even a concern. And Liverpool, you're seeing why they're in the relegation battle at the moment. And before I start getting a bit too cocky... Henderson, good enough. Olmo, remember Olmo was transfer listed and I'm like, no, he was too expensive. We wanted to be a bit more smarter with our money and I think we did. And now it's Dali. It's like 2-0. We're making Liverpool, like sure, they create up a few opportunities, but we're making them look like we did Chelsea in the Community Shield. This is a more important game, I guess, but it's like we're pushing them away. They're not testing us like they would have done in the past, before last year maybe, because last year we saw signs of this. Like, no, a couple, like 2-3 seasons ago, wasn't I? I was wondering when this would happen. When would we battle with these bigger clubs and at times make them look like just easy, like, that's nothing. I know there's another half to go, but that's what you felt with that first half anyway. And Johnny Brennan does it again. It's where it's starting to feel like it's easy against Liverpool. But to be fair, we're not the only other big team that's done it to them. So, yeah, Armini, and Salah, he's going to be worth the money. He's going to be worth the money, mate. Let's go. And our balance is good, like we touched on. Oh my gosh, Brent. No way. Penalty? No. But you never know in FM. I know he clearly got the ball, but you just never know. Are you guys the same? Because that's happened before. Like you've got penalties and they've been given against you. More so the latter. Hold on. Come on. Bruno G. My G. He's going to be so good at cleaning up there. What do you guys think about his signing for that? Ball winning mid and drop deeper at times. Brennan! The assassin in front of goals. The Northern Irish assassin. He's got a hat-trick already. 55 minutes in, Mo Salah finds Brennan. That's 4-0. Johnny Brennan a hat-trick. He wants to get the golden boot this season, no doubt. No doubt. Guys, I was going to say, they got Skriniar. Skriniar's a very good defender. They're playing him at right back. He's not natural at right back, but still incredible. I'd be like, oh, yeah, he's a great defensive right back. And then they got Tompkins, who you might not know of. He's one of their regens. Or was he? No, he was loaned out those other clubs. So maybe a bit of inexperience, but that's not why they're losing the game. See, Nico, I'm glad I didn't get you. And Salah, he's been excellent today. 9.1. He's worth it, I tell you what. Let's bring on David Brooks now. Bruno G, my G. That's exactly what we want to see. He's just so good. We got him on a free transfer. Like, we need like a hit, like a counter of how many times I've bragged about my bargain signings, but every single time, like I talked about how he's natural as a DM. His defensive attributes are okay. They're nothing special, but then his, creative ability is Really good. He's got those 16s there. Again, when the attribute is green for me, it just I'm like, ooh, that's amazing. But really, 15 is not a bad attribute either. So that's 2 subs. Now, Jack Grealish. We're not going to make the 3 at once. We don't need to make it tactical changes. We're going to win comfortably here. And, like, they've got good players, right? Some players that I wanted to sign. Zaniolo. And there's Skriniar. No, we clear that. And, yeah, Nico in midfield. Couple there. And I mean, Tadibo they have. I would have liked to if we had that much money. But we got Danilovic. Brennan. Ooh, how close was that? That was offside, though. We'll make the change. Maybe Kladrubski for Dali Ali. Yeah, I'd probably go... Well, they're both a little older now, but we'll go Dali Ali. Get Kladrubski a chance. See, that's the thing with Dali now. Like, Kladrubski is great. I brought him left wing in another game, you know, where we played him a Ram Deuter maybe a couple of seasons ago. So, yeah, for him to be a starter, I'm not sure if he can be, but he's more in a rotation system. See, he will be... It's the same with someone like Mo Salah and all the older players in the team, basically. It's going to allow those younger guys. They'll eventually be first-team players. Like those 16, 17, 18-year-olds. not players around the squad now, but yeah, they are there to cover for the next 2, maybe 3 seasons until they're ready to step in. Yeah. You might say, who would be our right winger for that? Because Brooks is a little older as well. I'm sure there's someone through all our talents. We might take a look at the end. But anyway, we'll just play this out. Play this out now. It's being Johnny Brennan. He just came on, though, so he should be fine. Come on, Jan. We've got this. That didn't feel like a game against Liverpool. And now they've lost their first 4 games in the Premier League. They're bottom of the league. They're relegation battlers this season. Let's go. Danilovic, he's just come in and felt like an experienced centre-half who's played for 10 years. Like a 28, 29-year-old in his prime. Henderson was really good as well. Salah with the 9.1 without scoring a goal. 9.1's massive. Of course, he got the assists. I'm very happy. Aren't we looking good? And we had a couple easier games, we thought. And this was our biggest win so far this season. Yeah, we barely got, Bruce in 1 to 2 days. If it was an injury, it would have been one of those. And yeah, like Johnny Brennan, look. 3 shots on target, 3 goals, standard. He gets on target, keep it. Yeah, he's got powerful effort. Like, ever since he learned him, it wasn't at the start, because I remember noting it last season. He learnt shoots with power. Maybe that's when I noticed it, because you could tell through his shots anyway. Is there anything else I think we don't touch him. Like, just leave him be. He doesn't need... The only thing, determination going down, is because of the mentoring. But I'd say there's more positive than negatives. Anyone else? City lose against Tottenham. I like when Tottenham beat those other big clubs. Even late Haaland goal, it wasn't going to help. Because I feel Tottenham, they're going to drop points, and I feel we can beat them as well. I mean, no, I'm not going to address Liverpool getting relegated. That won't happen. Like saying, the players we could swoop on. But no, that won't happen. End the season now, yeah? We win. Liverpool last. Like, it's the transfer window. Conceição, mate. Like, I'm sure he's going to have a late wait to frustrate me. I just want to decline. I'm not going to take part of the deadline day, mate. I'm concerned about it now because we're just going to have a decent, valuable player that we're not going to utilize. Probably leave him in the reserves. He's on 53k. I just prefer to get rid of him, mate. Yes, so he can be over that 200 million. That's what I'm focusing on. Okay. I'm just going to go through each one. There's a lot. Premier League registration. Oh, it's going to close tonight. I mean, we don't need to make any other changes. Also, Gomez got like his, whatever it's called, like he's English now. Like his English nationality. Yeah, he's got that now. Been here for a while. So yeah, he's not a foreign player, basically, is what we're getting at. And honestly, 7 of the maximum 17 foreign players is not bad. We have, a couple that would be, maybe I think 4 that are not registered because of being under 21. But in terms of total foreigners, that's not bad. All right, there's a whole lot, because, yeah, players you got on our shortlist and stuff, we'll sort it out. Pinto going out on loan. I've showed him enough times. Kladrubski, no. The potential value of this fee is 78 million, but no, he's going to be one of the best players. Like, he's incredible. And I don't think he's shown it yet. I really don't think he's shown his best in terms of on the pitch, and more development to come. Hopefully he doesn't get mad. Like, we won the league last season. We're a Champions League team. Like, Brad Bulmer will accept a loan, though. Anything else? Stefanoni, is he decent? No, I'll probably get him off the short list. Remove from the short list. What I want here, I just want to see Conceição go out, basically. And not Kladrubski to cause an issue. No, it looks like he's not going to. Hopefully. Come on, Conceição. I think this one's taking incredibly... Lewis Johnson. Yeah. Oh, no. This is... I'm not sure yet. Low... Not the greatest potential. Is this where 2 of them make an offer? Okay, the highest value is 80k. I'm going to do this one first. So I'm going to remove and exclude the profit. Show you what we do there. I mean, just in case you're new, percentage of profit or next sale, or percentage of next sale instead of percentage of profit. So you get exactly half, not the profit, which generally wouldn't be as much. And we'll do 80k. Or, no, 90k and 50%. That, I'm happy with that. And honestly, but wait, is that, nah, honestly, I'm going to negotiate it the same way. Because I'm not sure if that will be, is it just the fee, or is it the exact same clauses? Why not just be sure? And why not? Why not just do 100k, a little bit more on this one? Percentage of profit, 50%. Okay, that got accepted. Let's go to Huddersfield. Well, we'll reject... I mean, it's 10k, man. Nothing special. So, yeah, we accept the 100k one for sure. Bulmer, he rejects the loan. Fair enough. So, he goes with the 90k. Either way. Yeah, if he becomes something decent, that 50%. But it gave a good chance for him, moving out. Could have rejected one of them. We're not complaining about 10k. Okay, please be Conceição in what we want. Oh no, Danilovic. Far out 1 to 2 days. I just thought, man, like, is he? I hope he's not injury prone or anything. Like, he actually had a 4-month injury. So, guys, don't panic if your youth player with high potential gets an injury. You think, oh, no, it's going to ruin him. You see how he's recovered from that a few seasons ago. It looks like he gets a lot of little niggles. So, we just got to be careful. Okay, he gets a few, not a lot. But, I mean, since he's joined, yeah, he had that tight calf. So, you're wary about these things, about a hot prospect. Come on, Conceição. We've been waiting. We've been waiting. Aston Villa, mate. See, I reckon he's waiting. I reckon he's waiting on this. See, he wants to go to Villa. But just how I'm analysing with this deal, of course, I'm going to remove the profit next sale. Like, Aston Villa. I just want to check something for a second. Like, guys, sorry, I'm just going to get a real... I guess, let's say sorry. You get to see how I go through things. They're in the championship. I just want to see a few things. Holy guys. They made some big save. They sold 264. I knew that. Johan Rio. They most likely will have a big budget. You're like, mate, 60 million is not going to get accepted. Okay, maybe you're right. But I don't think I'm going to be far off. 59. Okay. Except that's a decent off. You're like, and I'm like, how did that just happen? It was because of their availability and want of the player. Conceição is not worth 59 million. That almost looks like a hack, but I did it in live time. What just happened? For a player I've transfer listed, I don't think I've ever got profit that high. Or what I mean, profit of value, but profit as well. We signed him for 15 million, provided maybe that level, or just maybe below it maybe. Last season, I thought he was better in the previous season where he played less games. Now it's been a good reason to sign him. He's had a better profit than impact. Oh, but he was such a good... His runs, man. His mazy runs on when he was on loan. He looked incredible. It's like, I want that. But he looks so unique. Like, I hadn't seen that in a lot of players, but I'll take the money. Please choose Villa. If he is, I'm like, now don't go to West Brom. Look at the difference. That just looks mad. But Aston Villa have this big bat. He chooses Villa. And we get 57 mil. Sure, it's not all of it. 3%. Yeah, fine. Even 57 is much more than I thought we would have got. No way. No, I don't even want to worry about parting comments. They will be putting more effort than he did in last season. Yeah, we're going to be sitting on a decent balance. Oh, that's filthy. Player wage expenditure. See, guys, we were if we say Salah is on a bigger wage, we're 6th in terms of the wages and nowhere near Chelsea, Man United, Man City, and even Liverpool. Arsenal a bit closer to, but they've still got quite a bit more. So that's incredible if we're going to keep up winning the league and just winning it last year. So in turn, we're saving a lot more money than those other clubs, but they might make more money in other ways. What? We still... Could we have used that money? But that was on like not even the last day. That was like the last minutes of the window. So we've got 92 million in the transfer budget and 236. This is Sunderland. We've almost got like a quarter of a billion. Sorry, I don't believe a quarter of a million. Like, it just doesn't sound right. I'm more used to saying quarter of a million, not quarter of a billion. Just, is that even right? Like, I don't even know, man. My mind has just been blown. Are you as shocked as me? Look at the income, mate. Just like when your money is going up like that, you're going to feel happy. You're going to feel happy. Oh, Chris, he knew. See, that's why he was always, he had that big smile on his face. He knew what was coming. Income. See, that income this month is going to be, even if we lose, guys, say if we lose 3 or 4 million a month or something like that, like how it would have been last season for wages or whatever, or anything else. Like, we're always going to be in a profit. Like, I reckon we're going to be 200 plus million for the season before, like competition prize money. If we go, Premier League again, Champions League. That's a record transfer fee as well. Previously was Salisu. Look at this in the same window. 51 million, 59 million, breaking records within a matter of weeks. And these are just some of our talents out on loan. Maybe a handful. I'll say this is the future. Maybe a handful of them are. If not 2 or 3, if that. That Pranovi looks decent. Johnny Brennan, see, what's here? His sense of loyalty has diminished a little. That's not good. Less sporting on the pitch. Why is he suddenly getting negative? Why is he getting negative? Seriously. Ugh. So why? Like, I want to know the reasons, and it's probably the players we have in for mentoring. Dun, dun, dun. Just from, mate, told you. Key defenders. We'll add Danilovic. When does it get to a point you probably have too many? Let me know your tips, because I'm just adding players to this. Any other defensive types? Bernal, Meng, yeah, probably not. If you guys have any other thoughts, let me know in the comments. Jack Grealish. Oh, Mo Salah. As a midfielder or forward, though? He's not a striker. So I've got a group of strikers here. I want to see. What if we put Salah? We'll add Salah there. It says influence is average. Fair enough. We'll go to the midfielders. Put Jack Grealish there just for his age. I think he could impact a little. Yeah, it says light, but maybe his experience will be something. We'll leave that for now. If you guys have any other suggestions. Or maybe Guimaraes. Yeah, Bruno G. It's average. So we'll leave it for now if you have any other suggestions. And Vlahovic is dominating, tearing apart Ligue 1. 6 goals in 4. Hey, that could be... I'm going to sneakily take him... Can I take him off the transfer list? That's a strange one. Can we... Is it possible to take him off the transfer list? Maybe not. Like, but you should be able to while he's no longer at the club. It's whatever. Barlow been standing out in the reserves. Still wonder if his potential is going to be good enough. Touched on it before. How, So, I haven't looked at this. I'm going to go with the auto select, and I know a few players will be missing, but it is going to be what it is. Kladrupski is under 21. No, he doesn't need to be registered. Johnny Brennan doesn't need to be registered. Okay. See, this is where you got Sam Greenwood. You take him out, but it wouldn't be a good thing. You'd lose one of these because he's homegrown at the club. Luke Thomas and Maldonado under 21. But there's guys, the thing is, Johnny Brennan and he, Kladrupski, they're 3 players that's not far away. They're not going to be... We're going to have to register them in coming seasons. Tomasevic is under 20. No, but how old is he? He's 19. Or does he have to be at the club for a certain amount? But we don't use him anyway. No, I got to remember. So he's just in the first team for mentoring. So don't treat that someone we're missing out on. We're only missing Luke Thomas. Danilovic, it must be, yeah, they at the club at 2 years. Okay, one more. Just one more to get Luke Thomas in. Oh, yeah, Carlo. That Matanushi was just in Skinski. Yeah, I didn't say I added extra letters just because I knew I wasn't going to say he's in the under 23s. And what's his happiness? Impact sub. Yeah, that's what we gave his contract when we signed him. Hopefully just try and loan him out. Yeah, and he's not going to impact anything going negative. Art exact team, because again, Tomasevic, we're not going to use him. If you put him in, it gets red, but we're not using him at all. He's permanently selected to play. He's basically like under 23 player. Johnny Brennan, under 21. I'm just making sure here. These are pretty key players. And Maldonado. We've got a full squad to select from, essentially. Tomasevic, he might play a cup game here or there, but not, like a Premier League or Champions League game. That's a win. That's a win. Tomasevic being the only unregistered player. And I was like, even if we had to, maybe Falcone, but he could get unhappy. But he's an impact sub as well, because I knew that. When I was offering a contract, there was another player like him, but he wanted to be like a starter, like a first-team player, and I didn't offer him for that reason. He was like similar like him. Like 21 years old, maybe 20, and a similar deal as well with a release clause. But actually, guys, if we get into continuing the next 10 days and the Tottenham game, I think the episode will probably push to an hour. So considering, we'll treat this episode as that. We had one big game against Liverpool and we had, some more transfer action. So hopefully you enjoyed the stuff, like you enjoyed the Liverpool game for sure. But just that was a big thing to process. We sold Conceição and we did it on camera there. So it's like, if I did that, you would have been, wow, if I did that off camera and then just updated you, oh guys, I suddenly sold Conceição for 59 million. You probably would have been, huh? Really? But because I'm as surprised as you. I'm not going to complain about getting 59 million. Let's go. The future is looking bright. See you guys next time.